I am Muhammad Dandi. I'm your MC for today's show. Actually, this is my first time become an MC, so I hope you understand that. I'm going to go with Mr. Octaberry's group first. Berry, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Octaberry, could you please introducing your member?
Good morning, everyone. My group member consisting of Dianti, Kansa, Flute, and Sade, and myself.
Okay, there are 5 people on your member. Could you please tell me about your topic? What you're gonna talk about for today?
Our group's topic is about speaking English. Our topic is, does speak English mean you don't love our culture? That's our topic.
Speak English means
Excuse me, Dandy and Whiskey, could you please try to switch on your camera at least while you're speaking so that we can see? I mean, at least those who are going to be speaking, you know.
Actually, I'm using my PC, sir. There's no webcam on my
Oh,
PC.
all right, no problem.
I can change my device if you want.
All right, okay, that would be great if you could do that.
All right. Just hold on.
Okay, you can go ahead.
All right. For the first, today's topic is speak English. Speak English means doesn't love our culture. Mr. Octavio, are you ready for this?
Yes.
All right. The stage is yours. Go ahead.
Okay. Does speak English mean we don't love our culture? My name is Rizky Oktabiri, and I would like to talk about English and culture today. English is no longer something we're unfamiliar with, right? We've known English as an international language since we were a kid. And speaking foreign language now is perceived as an intelligent thing, an extraordinary thing. Even now it becomes a value. The relevance of this statement is proved by how in Indonesia, a foreign language skill is an important set of skill for an individual. While on the other hand, some people are very contrary to the statement. Uh, some people think that English is fitting our culture. They perceive English as a cultural infiltration to blur out our traditional Indonesian culture. And some even discredit someone who like to speak English more than their mother language. And some say that it's not very important to speak English because as long as you work hard on your field, you can literally achieve anything. But I assure you that this is not completely true. Uh, I understand some of Indonesian people are very concerned about our culture, but if we try to think it differently, it may change their point of view. I'm going to say that it is okay and it is good to speak English. It does matter for the development of our human resources, and it is true that anything can be achieved through hard work in this country, but being able to speak English along with it is going to make things even better. It's going to provide you with a whole new set of opportunities. And it all depends on how we use that language to work, to teach, to study, to enrich our knowledge, or simply just to show off. It doesn't really matter. What really matters is we have to keep exploring. We must not stop learning because nowadays, foreign language is very crucial to some companies. And as a fellow English student, I'm going to say that what we learn in this university is very important and very crucial because English now is an everywhere language, right? So speaking English doesn't mean we stop loving our culture. It means that instead, it means that we're willing to compete with a foreign culture. And I believe that speaking English is an advantage to anyone who's studying it because we have a chance to compete with other countries to be their equal. I mean, we could also be the protector of our culture if we understand other culture first. So my point is, I'm going to say that English is not a cultural threat to us because English doesn't fade out our internalized cultural value. On the other hand, it acts as a pillar that supports us to grow, to be a better human being. So let's just open to the fact that our future may not always be in this country. I mean, the future is everywhere. We can literally find our future everywhere we step our foot on because there are so many possibilities open for us, right? I mean, who knows? Yeah, along with that, we cannot be blind to the fact that we have our own culture, the very culture we grow up with, because at the moment we study English, not only we gain an opportunity to learn other culture, but we also gain an opportunity to introduce our cultures to foreigners out there. And that will be an honor for us to be able to introduce our culture to people abroad our country. And as for the last, I'm gonna say that let's be selective to our surroundings, to our perspective, because uh, in this age we should start opening ourselves to new opportunities. We never knew that it might be a new lesson for us. So because everything is much easier when we're learning and we reduce our negative thoughts and keep moving forward. So along with this speech, I invite you guys to grow, to open your eyes, to see the new perspective. I invite you to grow, to compete with me, with each other. So I'm gonna close this speech with a statement from someone famous. Her name is Anna Campanella, and she once said that one benefit of being bicultural is simply the awareness that how you live is not the only way. Thank you.
Okay, that's it from Mr. Octavius Group. I think the point is there's no relevance between speaking English and means doesn't love our culture, right? Just for your information, guys, our first president, Mr. Sukarno, speak many languages, such as Dutch, French, English, Indonesian, of course, Japanese maybe. And can we doubt about his love for this country for after what he did to this country, right, Mr. Octaberry? I
Yeah,
think there's no relevance between speaking English and uh, love for our culture.
yeah, that's
Okay,
true. I mean,
right.
he speak a lot of language and yet he still love his own country, right?
There's no doubt about that. He is the first president of our country. He did many things for this country, right? He built this country, the founding fathers. Okay. The next one is there any question for Mr. Octavius Group?
No, thank you. Everything is already clear.
All right, everybody clear? So can we move on to the second group? Or is there any words would you add for this, Mr. Octavius, or your member?
No, thank you.
Okay, we move on to the second group, which is Zenya. Are you there, Zenya? Zenya, you're there?
Yes, go ahead, class. Dandy.
Yes, sir. Okay. The second one is Zenya. Zenya, could you introducing your member?
Okay, before I introduce my members, I would like to reintroduce myself. My name is Zenia Zahra, and I am a representative for Group 2. So my member consists of Imas Kamaliatu Zahro. The second one is Nada. The third one is Lunga. And the fourth one is Santi Octavia.
All right. And your today's topic?
So our topic is love yourself. And the first speaker that will give a speech is Imas. Hello.
Dandy is going
Sir?
somewhere. You can go ahead. You can go ahead. Just okay. We're waiting for Dandy to come back.
So Dendi has informed us that there's apa, mati lampu, sir.
Oh, okay. No problem. You go ahead. Just you know.
So
Just
so
consider.
I will take
Okay.
I will take it briefly. So I will give Imas to go to do the speech.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. My name is Imas Kamalatul Zahra. I'm from Group 2, and here I will talking about love yourself in my version. Okay, so my title for this public speaking is my own happiness. So, what? I have ever forced myself to make friends that were not my style because I want to try it. But I thought it would be fun at first, like making friends with a lot of people and always hanging out until the night. And I tried the other activities I've never done before. Yeah, of course, I have a goal for it, like my goal at that time is to increase my friendship, my relationship, and when I'm with them, I follow them wherever they go. I went to some places like malls and cafe, and I spend a lot of money for that. And I changed my looks and my lifestyle that very fashionable like them, like a celebgram maybe. And then that's all I do to be with them always. And finally, the more time pass with them, I cannot bear with the kind of friend circle like that. It's very uncomfortable. It feels like I'm not myself. And then a few days, I decided to didn't go with them anymore, and I start to looking for something nice for myself. And then I can find happiness with my style, even though my friends are not as many like the first time. Uh, I'm not going to force myself to be like and loved by a lot of people, and I don't follow what they like, but I don't like it. So just one or two friends I have really make my day, and that's enough for me. My daily look is simple, as comfortable as I am, and I don't care about people feels about me, because if we are triggered by what people think of us, we will continue to trap in their suggestions. So just continue to improve yourself to be a better version of yourself. You don't have to be like other people. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, so it seems that Dandy is not here yet. He's not back yet. Oh, okay. So there is a blackout there. Okay, no power at his home. So Zenia, can you take care of this? I think
Okay, okay,
All
okay,
right.
sir.
you can
So
go.
my
Okay.
so my members already doing a presentation about their speech. So I'm going to move the presentation to another group. It is from Whiskey's group.
Yes. So
Can you
my
take a
next
look?
member who's going to present her speech is Dianti. Dianti, are
Okay.
you there? Okay, so Dianti, the stage is yours.
Okay, before I'm so sorry because I cannot put all my camera on and I just using data cellular and it just only 4 GB left. So
No problem. Go ahead.
okay, first let me introduce myself. My name is Dianti Mardi Hartanti. Before we started to the point of my story about love English more than my native language Indonesian. This story is just an offering of my heart to tell you about my struggle experience when I using English as a language. First, we know that English is the most descriptive language in the world. There's a lot to be said about that, given that part of what really set us apart as humans is creativity and ability to verbally convey meaning. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong about that or strange even. Listen to most multilingual people have a conversation and you will hear them throw in an English word here or there because it's just way quicker and easier to explain. And what about how you can stop thinking in your native language English to speak native language Indonesian to speak English? First, you have to cultivate thinking in English deliberately. The problem comes directly from the primary language, which you use for all your emotional purposes. For your sudden feelings, it is natural that you use your mother tongue Indonesian. Now you desire to make it secondary, opting for English and its place. You may have to be surrounded by an atmosphere pertaining to English for some time, and you should not hear any other language except English. You should speak in English and read material in English, and you should listen to English in course of time. You will get under a total influences of the second language, namely English. Your responses would come automatically in English, and your expression also becomes spontaneous and natural. You would begin thinking and feeling in English as you desire. And what about we are very afraid of speaking with people since English is not your native language. So what should we do? From the anxiety of making mistakes and that way putting ourselves into embarrassing situation is naturally very high. You need to realize that the language you've decided to study is a tool of communication and needs to be taken that way. Nobody can build an ability to communicate without practice. Practice builds confidence, and you should spend your time at home or at school over tons of phonemic exercises to strengthen your pronunciations. Uh, and last, find yourself a listener who can share their time with you and help you to practice. Start with some small talks and slowly experiment how far you can take your performance with the language English. See yourself to be a little child that has just begun to talk. Every day there is a new word to learn and say. Later the child comes out with first utterances, the sentences, productions, and speech develops in a later stage. Making mistakes is natural for anybody who starts learning a new language. And babies, youngsters, or adult learners, don't stop yourself from talking to others just because you make mistakes. We all have to learn a language by making mistakes, and that's natural. Okay, that is from my speech, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Dianti, thank you for your speech. I see that you have some advice for learning English in your speech. That's a good advice. Thank you. So the next group, I'm going to give it to Zenia again. So Zenia, is your group there?
Okay, and now let's move on to my group. So today, I will give a speech about. Oh, before we jump to the speech, I will give opening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zenia Lia Zahra, and today I'm going to talk about 5 steps how to love yourself. Before we jump to the steps, I will give you the reason why we need to love ourselves and respect ourselves. In my age, especially on 20s, I feel like people's opinion about ourselves really affect us right now. Maybe we get bullied or bad comments from other people, so it affects our self esteem, and also we are asking for self-worth, and we are start questioning if we are worth it or not. So if we are having a good amount of self-love, that we are not going to care about others people's opinion. I mean, others people opinion is just a dime a dozen if we start loving ourselves and start respect ourselves. So we have a good self-esteem about ourselves, and yeah, we are moving forward to be a great person if we have a good amount of self. So there are 5 steps that I will give you about how to love yourself, even though there are a lot of ways to love yourself, but I'm just going to make it simple because yeah, so you can keep in your mind and start taking self-love seriously. So first is give yourself a space. Give yourself a space to make a mistake so you can learn it later, and give yourself a space to have a bad day so you can gather yourself next day or maybe next week. I think this is a common mistake for people that they never give themselves a break for have a bad day. I mean, not everything happen as you expect. So just, just, yeah, I'm having a bad day. So you can be a great person maybe later. Second is have a me time. I personally like have a me time to do watching cinema alone or going to department store alone. This me time activity make me can choose uh what the best for me, and I'm being more present. I'm being more content with myself. So you give yourself a full control about yourself, and you will feel content with yourself. And third is doing a good affirmation. Good affirmation. So I think our brain is smart enough to detect the negativity in our life, even when we think a slightly slightly matter of our life. So please just always say good stuff about yourself, because your brain really recognize that as the motivation of your life. So instead of saying negative words like, I feel like I'm the stupidest person in this place, you have to say that I will be smart in this place if I studying a lot. So your body will recognize that and gather yourself together. That also affects your mood and your valuation of yourself. Fourth is always give yourself a chance to try new things. Never limit yourself to do a new things, because you don't even know what's you're capable to do. For example, if you are the introvert person and you cannot even say 1 or 2 words in public, then you can try joining a public speaking competition. Maybe if you lose, then that's okay. You're already winning at your life because you are finally trying new things. Lastly, I personally choose journaling. I really like writing stuff in my life so I can read it sometimes if I want to. Because in journaling, you can see the worst version of yourself and also the good version of yourself. So you can know yourself more. So I think it's enough for me. It's better late than never to start to love ourselves. I hope you guys will start to reconnect with yourself and be the greatest version of yourself sooner or later. Thank you so much for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And now I'm going to jump to the next group. Please, Whiskey.
Okay, check sound, check sound. Okay. Are my voice is it clear?
Yes, it's clear. It's clear. We can hear you, Dandy. So you can go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry, sir. There's a
We're
blackout.
missing you.
Kind of miss a few things backwards. I'm sorry for
Okay,
that.
no problem.
Okay, a very nice topic, by the way, from Zenya. 5 steps to love yourself, right?
Yes, then.
Okay. So we move on to the next speaker, Mr. Octoberry from your group.
So my next speaker will be Sade Adinda Putri. Sade, you there?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Sade Adinda Putri. Today, I will talk about the importance of speaking English. English nowadays has an important role in our daily life. It is the massive means of communication. Is there a strong argument say that English will not give any benefit? Learning to speak English will maybe the best way to improve our life. It seems all the people in the world have agreed to use English to talk to each other. If we can communicate in English, we can contact people from all over the world. We can talk about our ideas and opinion on internet discussion groups. We can chat with other interesting people to learn about their life and culture. If we can communicate in English, we can travel more easily. English is spoken in more than 100 countries. If we lose, we can ask directions or ask for help. We know English will save our life somewhere someday. So learning or communicating using English doesn't mean we don't love our country. Keep on adding knowledge about language from other country. That's all from my speech. Thank you.
Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it from Sadia Dinda from Mr. Octoberry's group. The next one is from Zenya's group. Zenya, who is your speaker for the next?
Okay, for the next speaker, I will to Santi Octavira. Santi Octavira, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, let's start.
Good morning to all of you. My name is Santi Octavira. Today, I would like to short speech about the importance of having self-confidence. We all know that self-confidence will make our life better and more successful. From early age, we are taught to believe in ourselves that we can do anything. However, we often doubt ourselves. Sometimes I don't believe in myself. Even I can stop talking about it and avoid myself. I also often compare myself to the beautiful and handsome people I see on social networks. However, I managed to build my self-confidence and never let our people bring me down, not even my own family. When was said, I said this to myself, we can stop here. We have to move on. We can cry today, but it's okay. Stop comparing yourself to our people, be it in real life or the people you see on social networks. Focus on boosting your confidence and giving yourself a chance to grow and shine. Believe in yourself with the confidence you have. You can get anything you want. Well, I think that's all I can see in my speech today. Remember to always believe in yourself. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Santiago Tafira, for the speech. The importance of being confident, right? Talk about insecurities. I think from Mr. Octaberi's group, it's over because the flute and Kansa is not here. So shall we going to next for the Zenia's group again?
Okay, now I will give the presentation to Lunga. Lunga, you're there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Lunga, you can do the
Okay,
speech.
wait. Ayo.
Okay, good.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So my name Lunga Indra Strupadi, and I want to speak about uh my I want to speak about my speech today. The title is I Love Me. So this is all. For many people, the concept of self-love is an overblown theory and they often ignore its importance. People aspire to be perfect and perfectionism is considered a greater asset or attribute that self-love. When we talk about self-love is easy picture relating to hugging tree. A lot of studies have shown that love self is the key to mental well-being and it keeps this depression on. Modern society is sort of one constantly complete again, ever ourselves, our strength to each other short term, and many of us are guilty of working long hours and getting less sleep each night. We travel the extra mile and feel content. As a consequence, we end up being too hard on ourselves all too often without even realizing all of us are more or less stuck up and consumed by our work, social interaction. Love is the only thing that keeps us going and makes us less robotic in a world which requires think and act like program bots. We all like to spread the love, but the question is, do we produce enough for ourselves? We cannot always expect to rely on external source for love, and it is where the concept of self-love come in. A person who practices self will never need to depend on the others to be happy, and it's empowering feeling to be happy on the inside. Self-love is not being selfish. It is just putting yourself first and not being too tough on yourself. So next time you hear the little voice you have telling you that not good enough. When our loved one makes a mistake, we often forgive them easily. But when we make a mistake, we are often too hard on ourselves. The first step of self-love is realizing we are only human, and it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to lose our time. It's okay not have to be weak or more. All we need to do is of ourselves and let the negative thing pass through. Self-love has many benefits. The first benefit is greater life satisfaction. When we love ourselves more, instantly change our perspective of the world. The second benefit of self-love is that can encourage us to pick up good habits. Self-love means loving your body, soul, and mind. Therefore, people who love often refrain things that impact healthy habits. If you start loving your body and mind more than others, you will not work during weekend. You will go and drive to activity relax your mind. Another important benefit of self-love is better mental health. People who love themselves are less likely to suffer from anxiety or depression. Is learning to love yourself also reduce stress, lessens procrastination, and makes you more focused at work. Put yourself a little higher on your priority list. If you have at in a 12 week, take the weekend off and travel somewhere, get you off your phone and give yourself some me time. Consider yourself important to love yourself as much as you love your friend and family. Happiness and self-love are interconnected and we all deserve to be happy. Therefore, we should not strive to be perfect. Rather, we should strive to love ourselves and pass on the love to others. Self-love is the key happiness, and person who is happy is for better position aspect in every aspect of life. Thank you.
Okay, that's it from Lunga. I love me, yeah, Lunga. Talk about self-love. The next one is Nada Faradila. Am I correct? Zenya?
Yes, you're right. Nada, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Wait. Good morning, everyone. Today, I will give a speech about love yourself. The title of the speech is Loving Yourself to Love Others. Tolerance is about knowing and understanding other people's diverse backgrounds where differences are not a bad thing. Unfortunately, some people may not really understand that these differences shape who we are today. So, tolerance actually plays a big role in making our social life more harmonious. Even so, we must be observant in understanding tolerance itself. Tolerance doesn't mean we have to always please other people, even if they do things we don't like. We must have a tolerance limit for how other people treat us. On the other hand, we should not limit tolerance as it relates to spreading love and kindness. Tolerance must be carried out on the basis of positivism. As we get older, we will meet so many people who may not be luckier than us. Many people have sadness and difficulties that are difficult to resolve, so this world needs people like us who can give more love to them. It is we who must start first, setting an example to those around us, to those with whom we interact. Practice tolerance of kindness for all. However, we must also remember that in order to love others, we need to love ourselves first. We can only give peace and happiness to others after we make peace and feel happiness within ourselves. Loving ourselves is sometimes very difficult because in life, consciously or not, we must have been exposed to negative things that make us doubt ourselves. The things that make us compare ourselves to others or follow what other people want even if we don't like it. It takes a process to be able to love yourself, which one way is to spend time with yourself. Some people often try to make time for self-reflection and evaluation. The goal is someone to evaluate what has been done and question whether it makes the person better, happier, and more at peace. In the end, if what we do does not bring happiness or peace to ourselves, how can we understand happiness and peace itself? Moreover, how can we bring happiness and peace to others? If we keep trying to please others by doing what other people want us to do without thinking about what we really want, this will have a negative impact on mental health. So we must learn to say no to anything that can hinder the happiness and peace of life. Our mental health is important. By being able to say no, not tolerating the bad treatment we receive, we can only understand how to love ourselves. And this is not a selfish move because our goal of loving ourselves is to share it with others. Giving our happy and peaceful selves for the happiness and peace of those around us. I feel that in our society, there are still many judgments that greatly affect a person's mental health. I even had time to think what I should do to make other people like what I do. Love me, love you as a place where we can all learn to be ourselves, to love ourselves as we are, especially when interacting on social media. I feel there is a big competition on social media every day. Many people seem to have to be someone else to be accepted in society. Love me, love you are also there for us to be able to practice self-love in an effort to accept ourselves. Because no one criticizes worse than ourselves, and conversely, no one can love us more than ourselves. That's all my speech today. I hope it can be useful for all of us. Thank you for your attention. Good morning and thank you very much.
Thank you, Nada. Nada is our last speaker. Thank you for Rizky and Zenia's group. What I conclude from our speaker is speaking English doesn't mean we don't love our country. Otherwise, it is enrich our knowledge and giving us more information. And then loving yourself is very important for us because loving yourself provides you with self-confidence, self-worth, and generally give us more positive vibes. Again, thank you, Rizky and Zenia's group, and thank you for the all speaker. I'll give it back to Mr. Bambang. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dandy, and also Zenia and Rizky and all the members of the group have been doing their best to share their thoughts and their speech, and everything to all of us here. I think all of you did try your best to at least feel the experience of talking in front of your classmates. This is the public anyway, because although they are your classmates, but still they will be considered as the public. So those who have presented their speech, they delivered their speech today, basically they have talked in front of the public, so they have done the public speaking. Dandy, I don't know. Dandy's. How about your members of the group?
What do you mean, members of the group?
No, I think all of you would remember that your group. There are three groups who are gonna be kind of organizing the show or our today's activities, and your group is like you're gonna be like an MC, and I think the rest of your members of the groups would provide us something like to make to make our show become more interesting and things like that. Did you remember that?
I haven't prepared anything for this actually.
All right, okay then. All right, okay, class. I think all of you are here now. for the next session, as far as the topics and the materials that you're gonna learn, so basically you're gonna learn some kinds of public speakings or some kinds of speech, which are to some extent it will be similar to what you have in the writing. The writing, you got some styles. You got like informative, you got persuasive, you got argumentative, and you got what else? Persuasive kinds of writing styles. So basically the speech would go with similar kinds or styles. Maybe there might be some additional types which to some extent also covered in writing styles, like for example motivational speech, that will be in session 14 or 15. I'm not right sure on that. Okay, but there is what we call as the motivational speech. Basically, it's on motivations. So, class, now, yes, today is just like a trial for our particular activity that I dub as the CLIP. So CLIP, CLIP stands for Class in Performance. So basically, this is the sessions in which you can basically you can apply all what you have learned in the public speaking, and you put it in the real action and try to experience really speaking in front of the public, although they are your classmates. And I think the real one experience of talking in front of the public would be the next 3 sessions. So the next 3 sessions when we are meeting at campus, in the real regular classrooms where you can really experience talking in front of your classmates. They are in front of you. So that would be somehow rather more realistic or face-to-face kinds of experience, And we hope that the next 3 groups, whose group's gonna present for the next one? Is it Daniel's group?
Yes, my group, Hamdan's group, and Farhan's group.
Hamdan, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and also who's gonna be the like an MC and the
Farhan's group, sir.
Farhan, are you here?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be the MC for the next week, and my group will be the entertained group.
All right. So I hope. Basically, class. Actually, well, I haven't made it that detailed to all of you. But so the 3 of you is like a team. So you have to kind of communicate each other. So you can have like several meetings to discuss on what you're gonna do throughout the session, throughout the CLIP, the Class in Performance show, meaning that those who are responsible is not only the 2 members who are gonna do the public speaking, but even Farhan's like an MC, and also the entertainment kinds of activities or shows. So all of the 3 groups of you are going to be like in one team, right? So you know what I mean, class?
Yes, sir. I got your point there.
Exactly. So you need to kinds of do some kinds of maybe small meetings, at least Farhan, Daniel, and also Hamdan together. How you would kind of because inshallah, God willing, in the next 3 sessions, we're going to meet in the regular classroom face to face. So this is going to be, I hope that it's going to be more fun and interesting. It's not like I would expect you would feel like this is the time for you to express your your feelings, your everything, and since basically all of them are your classmates, your friends, you've been with them for like years, like 2 or 3 years, you've been with all of them there, although maybe some of you are not really close to, but at least this is the time for you to be like more, to know each other more, right, in that particular sessions. The only thing is that it is in English. Everything should be delivered or done in English, so not in Bahasa Indonesia. Right. Okay. So as far as doing the public speaking is concerned, me myself, I would consider like Xenia and also Rizky. I think both of you did very well on, you know, on doing the public speaking. I think you know, I don't know, to some extent I think you would be considered that. I think you really enjoy, you really feel at home, you know, you like, you know, while you are sharing your ideas, your points, it seems like you don't really think of what you're going to say, so it's already there, and also you like feel very comfortable, very relaxed and everything, and and that is the reason why I, as far as the topic is concerned, I don't really assign you with one particular topic. You know what the reason is, class? There is nothing else but just to make yourself comfortable. You know, if I limit any topic, you know, it's like putting more challenges to yourself, you know. And that is why I think I did say to all of you that I think it's just good. It's just okay for me if you would do the same and exactly the same topics as you have done in the mid-semester test. You know what I mean? You know, I think like Xenia and Rizky, did you bring a new topic in your speech?
Yes, sir, for other group, for other member.
No, I mean, compared to your topic in the mid-semester test, did you remember?
Yes.
Is it similar or different?
A bit similar.
Exactly, and that is why the reason, you know, come on, yeah. I mean, you already that I think talking about if you are supposed to talk on any other topic, maybe you can somehow rather handle it, you know. But now you are also using, I mean, somehow rather similar topic. You can imagine that, how you would feel like feeling at home. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Let's say, for example, I'm asking you to talk about another topic. Maybe somehow rather I would consider that somehow rather you could handle it. I mean, you could still keep on talking on another topic. And now you, what about if you are talking on similar or the same topic? You know what I mean? You would feel like more comfortable and things like that, you know. And that is why the reason why I'm asking that it is, I make it free to all of you to choose any topic and maybe do exactly the same topic as you did in the semester test. So I was kind of like a little bit surprised if like almost all of them like, and how about the other members of your groups, Rizky?
No, they're making a new topic.
I think maybe most of them would, did like a new topic, like I mean somehow rather different topic from what they have done in the mid-semester test. I think, I don't know. What do you think, members of Rizky's group? Let's say Dianti, did you do a similar topic? Or Sade? Who's Sade? Sade is your group, Sade? And also Xenia, and I think Xenia also somehow rather talk on similar topic as you did in the mid-semester test. Is that right, Xenia?
Yes, sir, it's similar.
And it's cool and it's very nice, you know. In fact, I would expect that the rest of your members, they would somehow rather talk on their own topic. I mean, on their own topic, the one that they have done in their mid-semester test. If it is similar, it's okay. So basically, class, I really want you to feel comfortable, and that is why, as far as the topic is concerned, I don't have any particular requirements. So I just let it free to all of you to choose any topic. But if you really want to do it like the way Risky and Zenia's did for today. Like, you know, they have like a general theme that includes everyone in the group, you know, include every members of the groups, you know. In other words, you have like a similar topic for the whole members of the group. It's okay, but if you still want to like talk, you know, or speak on similar topic, that would be great. I don't have any problem on that. So just make yourself comfortable. All right, class.
All right, sir.
Now, as far as your public speaking skills or competence, yes, I would consider today's, I think Risky and Zenia did very well on that. You know, I can see that both of you feel at home, feel comfortable. You know, you don't sound like you are reading. Of course, you did do the public speaking, but if you notice some of your members, perhaps, you know, although they are giving like a speech, but somehow rather they would sound like still reading text somewhere. You know what I mean, class?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah. If it is online like this one, it could be okay, but next 3 sessions, I think it's a little bit challenging for you to do that. You know, I mean, you cannot like say, for example, you bring like a notes and you are reading every time you're going to start speaking. I think you wouldn't be able to do that in the real public speaking situations. You know, like in the next 3 sessions. So I hope that everyone, if you feel like doing a similar topic for the whole group members, which make you do new topic, I mean, a different topic from your mid-semester test. If you think it's going to be challenging for you to do that, I would just advise all of you, especially the speakers from the next 2 groups, just to do exactly the same topic as you have done in your mid-semester test. I think it will be like one of the ways in order for you to make yourself feel comfortable doing your public speaking in the next 3 weeks, in the next 3 sessions. Okay. Now, what else? Yes, and I hope that in the next 3 sessions during our face-to-face meetings at campus, okay, I would really expect all of you would enjoy the sessions, and I'm even thinking of like making like a banner, you know, a small banner that's gonna be put in front of the class over there. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of doing that, just like what I've done in some other classes out there, you know. So really making it like a real show for all of us to enjoy our time, although it is a speaking kinds of activities, but I really want you to enjoy the time. And yes, and please make sure Farhan to provide us with some fun activities. What do you have in mind so far for your for our fun activities in the next meeting?
I mean, for me, I'm probably gonna tell a ghost story plus comedy, probably.
Okay, I hope they would make us amused and entertained.
Hopefully, sir.
All right. Okay. Okay, class. Well, actually, I want to assign Farhan's group and some other groups who are going to support the 2 groups. Actually, it's going to be another one challenging what do you call activity, but maybe I'll give it to another group. So that group will be like giving some kinds of responses you know, you can agree, you can disagree, you may want to add some more stories or some more informations maybe related to what the speakers have delivered in their speech. Maybe there will be kind of a you know, put some more flavor to our show. You know what I mean, Klaus?
Yes,
So,
sir.
so instead of making the MC like Dandy is talking and responding and then commenting, you know, put some comments on what the speakers have delivered in their speech. Maybe it good if it could be better if one group or maybe one particular group is responsible to do that. I don't know. Is it a good idea, class? Say, for example, like in the next group, so the Niels and Hamdan's group, and then Farhan's group, and I will add one more group, maybe. Let's say, who else in the Zalfa, are you there? Zalfa is here. Let's say, for example, maybe Keshi, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Say for example, this is just an example. So next session we have the Niels, Hamdan's, and also Farhan's group. Say for example, I would assign your group, Keshis, to be responsible, like giving some kinds of comments or, you know, whatever you want to say related to what the speakers have been giving us in their speech. There will be like a response. What do you think?
I think it's a very good idea.
All right. So let's give it a try. So in the next session where we are meeting at campus, so Keshi's group, it's going to be like a taking turn. So in the next sessions, another group would be kind of be responsible to be more focused. But of course, actually, it's free to anybody to give comments and everything. But this particular group, they have to be I'm gonna to put their focus on preparing for how to respond and how to give some comments or whatever you want to say, anything related to the speaker's topic, you know, or speaker's content of their speech. So maybe we go with this plan for the next session. Keshi, is it okay with your group?
Yes, sir. It's
Okay.
very okay.
Farhan, instead of making you like thinking of what I'm going to say, because you're supposed to be like busy with your ghost stories and everything. You know what I mean?
I already have in mind, so that doesn't matter, sir.
Okay. No, I mean, I think it's always good to like, so you don't have to kind of prepare with some comments and everything. So you can just focus on your, yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
So
yeah.
I don't need to like asking and giving comment about the previous speech like that.
Yeah, well, it's okay. You may do that. I mean, it's just no problem. But just, you know, like for example, to make like things not really into your mind. Every single things you have to think and everything. You know what I mean. But you can always do that. No problem on that. But if we have like one particular group, you can always try to ask Kesh's group to give some. But maybe not every speaker has to be comment to have some comments, but maybe up to one or two. You can discuss later on. So Daniel's group and Farhan's and also Hamdan's and Kesh's group, you can be there. You can always discuss together how to run the next session for our clips show, right? Okay, so we are 9:30 right now, so we have like 10 minutes to go. Now, as far as the public speaking skills concerned, so class, I am recording these today's sessions. You can always go back to see and to watch as far as this the speakers are concerned, so that you can always learn from others. We learn together from others' strength. You know, we can always learn from them. We can copy their good sides, and we can try to improve whenever they have some kinds of shortcomings. You know, because yeah, all of us are learning how to deliver a speech. And as far as today's speakers, I would consider a class like Xenia and also Rizky. I think you did very well on that. So everybody can learn from the two of them, especially. Of course, you can also learn from other speakers, but since, you know, Xenia and also Rizky, when they are speaking, they are on camera, so we can always see their face, you can always see their expressions. Of course, there are a lot of things that you can always improve from both of them. But as your maybe so far, you know, as your reference and your maybe your model at the moment, you know, you can always refer to Xenia and Rizky when they are delivering the speech. As far as, you know, as far as being comfortable, I think I'm really into this, you know. As far as being comfortable and feeling at home are concerned, I think both Rizky and Xenia, they did very well on that. They feel like they're really talking and speaking, and they don't have any other concerns, you know. They just speak it. You know what I mean, class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So other than this being more comfortable, what you think you can learn from the two groups, and also of course from Dandy's group as an MC so today? Do you have anything else that you can learn from the two groups that have been presenting today? Do you have anything to share, class? Especially the Niels and Hamdan's group?
I like their contents when they share to us. It's very helpful, and probably I'm gonna make the same content as them, but I will add a bit like information so it will be more clear.
Okay, yes. How about Hamdan's? What do you think?
From what I've learned from their group, maybe ending the speech with some kind of advice or quotes,
quotes like a Rizky did. It's very nice.
Yeah.
And I think as far as the styles of the speech is concerned, what do you think, Rizky and Xenia's, what kind of speech you are delivering? Is that informative? Is that what do you think, Rizky and Xenia? Are they here with us? Rizky, as far as the speech style is concerned, what do you think yours?
Mine is still argumentative speech, sir.
Yeah, it's like somehow rather it's argumentative, and also could be like persuasive, you know, because somehow rather you are persuading people not to think, you know, on one particular side, right? Yeah. You are arguing. And what about Xenia? What do you think of your speech style?
I think persuasive style.
Come again? Persuasive, exactly. So you know, class, persuasive and argumentative kinds of speech, actually this is a little bit more challenging, you know what I mean? Because it is not just sharing some information and sharing some ideas, but somehow rather you persuade others to change maybe their perception, their, you know, their opinions, things like that. So this is kind of a speech which is, I think, a little more challenging, but somehow rather because you are kind of like sharing opinion which is very close to you. It is like yourself. It is like your experiences. So maybe it make you more comfortable, maybe to some extent, you know, because it is you yourself who are speaking. It is maybe somehow rather you feel that situation and you're just gonna share with the audience. You know what I mean, class? So if you are talking on topics which are personal to you, it is close to you, I think they would be like somehow rather it's gonna be easier, maybe, you know, not that challenging. Although the style is actually not easy, the style of the speech that both of you did, I think it's not that easy. This is persuasive and argumentative, but because the topic is very personal to you, it is like within yourself, you really feel it maybe. In other words, it's like a personal stories involved, you know, in that speech. So maybe it can help you a lot to be more comfortable. What do you think, Rizky and Zenia? What do you think of that? I mean, yes, your styles of speech are argumentative and persuasive, kind of a little bit challenging to some people, because you're not just sharing ideas, you are somehow rather persuading, you know, and somehow rather you wanna people to change their mind, to change their perception or views or opinions. Okay, it is challenging, but I think because the topic is somehow rather, I don't know, you know, I just think somehow rather it's personal to you. You really feel it, and you like you are in that situation. Maybe some people maybe, I don't know, I'm just guessing, Risky. Maybe some people are looking at you are speaking English and they say English is it's not Indonesian culture, you know, why you should, I know you are good at English, but it is not our culture, it is a foreign culture. It's not good. Is that, I don't know. Somehow or other, maybe you feel that situation. It's a little bit personal to you. What do you think?
I don't know. I just randomly write it, sir. Because when I write something,
Oh,
I
okay.
like to
So it is
that
not something. All right. Okay. How about Zenia? Maybe somehow or other, do you think is somehow or other is like a part of you, or you really experience that?
Yeah, I think, yeah, I kind of
Yeah, it's like
experience that.
closed. You know, it's, you know, if it is not your personal stories, I mean, like closed within your surrounding, your situation. Maybe. What do you think?
Yes, I think it's kind of similar with my own experience, and
Yeah. And that is what makes you feel like at home, you know, maybe. I don't know. And so class, I think from here to one of the ways, because this is the only one experience during our class, maybe you're not going to repeat this session, you know. So maybe since this is your first and foremost shot, I know, I mean, doing public speaking, maybe if it is possible for the next groups, the speakers, you might want to choose the topic which is like close to you there, although it is challenging, but because it is personal or it is close to you, you might want to handle better than talking on different topics which is not really close to you and you're not really into that topic. So I think that's one of the advice from me. Yes, class, I think we are running out of time. It's 9:40 now. Do you have anything else to say? Any questions, especially for the Niels, Hamdan's, and Farhan's group?
Sorry, sir. I want to ask about the, for example, like Hamdan's group and my group will present our speech next week. Could we have the same topic? Like we decided one topic, but we have a different content.
No problem. No problem at all. No problem at all.
Like example, like Hamdan choose the topic about technology, and then my group will have the same topic with them, but we have the different content.
No problem at all. I don't have any concern on that. You know,
Okay,
my only concern is how to make you feel at home and feel comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So I don't really I don't have any requirements on that. You know, well, actually, I can even say that you can always do exactly the same topic.
All right, sir.
To
Thank
make
you,
yourself more comfortable and feel at home. That's my only concerns. I really want you to feel at home, and you know, don't worry with the topic, and just give your best shot. Next
all
session.
right, sir. All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any more questions? Hamdans, maybe your groups wanna ask something,
No, sir.
right? Is that all, class?
Yes, sir. I think that's all.
All right, okay. Well, I hope that also in the next coming sessions, I can manage to kind of record the sessions. I don't know. I don't have any idea yet how to do that. So I'm still asking all of you if you have any idea on how to make sure that we can have the video recording of our next 3 sessions. That's very precious to me, and I think maybe to all of you, because you're gonna be on camera and you're gonna be on a video recording, so you can always get back, or you can always go back to that recording to learn for your future public speaking skills. So I really still want all of you to help me with how to record the next next 3 sessions. Maybe we need a handycam or something. Anyone has an idea on that?
Perhaps maybe just use our phone recording.
Do you think is it possible? Because we need like more storage, like 1.5 hours. It's like I don't know, maybe like more than 4 gigabyte, maybe. I'm not quite sure on that.
I'm not sure about that because video size are too big.
Yeah, exactly. You can try yourself if you record like 5 minutes, like I don't know, it's like hundreds or 200 and 3, and even like 600 megabyte, 5 or 5 or 10 minutes. And this one is like an hour and a half, I think. So Hamdan, and also Daniels and Farhan, and also Keshi's group. Maybe you wanna help me with that, just to think of that. Okay, Daniel, Hamdan, and Farhan.
Okay, sir.
Help me.
Right, sir. Excuse me, sir. So Keshi's group will be asking us about the.
Not asking, providing some comments, some more things, like
okay,
like more public speaking. But it's not another speaker, but like yeah, maybe to agree or giving some more information, things like that. Just to make our like 2 ways kinds of interaction between the audience and also the speakers. You know what I mean?
All right, sir. I got your point there.
It's not providing questions and everything, just adding more into your speech.
Okay,
right,
thank
so
you.
I think that's all for today. Thank you very much for joining the class, and I really appreciate you did very well, especially the two and three groups, the 2 groups of today public speaking. So thank you very much, and for all of you, also the audience, and for the for this class, thank you very much, and we'll see you then hopefully in the next 3 sessions at campus. We're going to see each other face to face then. Thank you very much, and good morning, and Assalamualaikum everyone.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you.